For 13 years, we've seen a new video every week of people discovering the greatest new Skyrim glitch that is bankrupting Eorlund Greymane. So here's a definitive guide with 10 different ways to reach his merchant chest that this might be the last one you see. Starting with the most basic, it's the barrel method. Turn right when entering Whiterun and enter this small room with a barrel. Jump onto it and then the ledge in the corner. Keep jumping and wiggling until you make it through. The big downside of this method is that you have to walk around the whole of Whiterun to get to the Skyforge. Climb up this missing ground texture, walk through this missing rock collision, and take whatever you want from his merchant chest, and congratulations, you've just committed grand theft. If you want to skip the long walk, try this method that uses a physics clip. Behind the training dummies outside Eorlund, drop a small bucket and hold it in front of you. Then run into this corner while facing the wall. Whirlwind Sprint makes this clip a lot easier, but if it doesn't work the first time, just try again. Once you make it through, run through the rocks the same way as before. For some extra style points, try the handle bucket. Stand between the handle and the rim and then hold the activate button to grab the bucket below you. This trick is deceptively precise, and you'll have to reposition more than a few times before you hit the sweet spot that allows you to lift off. Once you're over twice as high as the wall, you should be able to clear it with a jump or fly over. Eat some Netch Jelly or a Cork Bowl Brute to break your fall. Then walk behind the forge as normal. Next, we'll be making the world's most tedious elevator. Get a Do Not Delete chest by picking it up through a crack in the floor next to the counter in the Drunken Huntsman. Then come back to the Skyforge, drop the Do Not Delete, and jump on top of it. To gain height, look straight down and jump, then quickly pick up and drop the Do Not Delete again. Repeat until you can hop over the wall and self-paralyze to then break your fall. Netch Jelly can also be used to get out of bounds in a different way. Using an offhand one-handed attack while walking into the door to Eorlund will move your model through the door. Eating a paralysis ingredient while deep inside the door should trap you in a tiny box behind it, and you can keep paralyzing yourself until you're suddenly teleported underground. Walk up the invisible slope to get under the forge. Other ingredients can also be used to get over the wall. If you perform a small alchemy loop, you can create an overpowered Fortify Illusion potion. Then get to the Cloud District, drink your potion, and equip the Ring of the Wind from the fishing creation. After that, you should be able to tap forward to immediately exit the city. Jelly drop, and then try to control your speed to get to the chest. Or take off your ring if you're a milk drinker. For the next method, bring a follower to this chair. Hold out your hands, jump, and activate the chair in midair. When you sit down, you'll notice that your hands are still held up in front of you. At this point, hold the activate button on your follower to enter the follower command mode. You can now walk around freely without the laws of physics applying to you. Float through the cliffside and exit the follower command mode with the menu button, then stand up. This is probably the most practical method, but there are other ways to turn off your collision, including the ethereal tilt. If you've heard of horse tilting, it's like that, except you clip through walls. First, look at a crafting station in first person. In this case, I'll be using Eorlund's Skyforge against him. Hold the activate button, then release the button and open the pause menu in quick succession. If timed correctly, your camera will have switched to third person, but you'll be able to make a save. Do so, then leave to find a horse. When you've acquired one, find a rock with a harsh slope and quick save in front of it. Inching forward by tapping left and right, coax your horse over the side of the rock until it stands at a near 90-degree angle. When you dismount, your character should start oscillating while moving away from the horse. Pause before you get very far away, or your speed will be too great and the game could crash. Then load the save at the forge. When you load in, you should be flying into the low poly wilderness at high speeds. Tap backwards to regain your control, then move back to Whiterun. To cancel your speed, you can enter first person. Then hit the activate button to re-enable physics and walk through the back. But I know how much you all love horses, so here's another method that uses them. For this, you'll need the Wabbajack and a horse that isn't essential. To begin, ride your horse up to the Whiterun gate. Dismount, then charge your Wabbajack while facing your horse and quick save. Hit the horse with the Wabbajack and hope it gets transmogrified into a Dremora. Otherwise, reload your quick save. When a Dremora does spawn, pray that it targets you instead of the guards, then go through the gate to Whiterun. If it doesn't follow you, just reload and try again. But if everything goes perfectly, you can attack the Dremora to have your horse reappear inside the city. Ride it up to the Skyforge and save once more. Then paralyze yourself while on horseback and spam activate on the horse as you fall. You should go right through the ground, and when you start to stand up, you'll fly in random directions. Assuming you're still underground by the time you regain your footing, you can walk over to the chest. And finally, we have the Jelly Hover. Go back to this chair, but this time, hold a weapon out before activating it. While you're putting your weapon away, paralyze yourself. Then save and reload when your character starts getting up. The result is that you become a floating ragdoll whose movement can be influenced by jumping, attacking, and other actions. I'm gonna be honest, the first time I tried this, I gave up trying to get over the wall because it took way too long. You have to get somewhat lucky to go where you want to, but after a few attempts I finally made it over. Once you're on the other side, paralyze yourself again to reset the bug. If you're looking for a better way to make money, check out this video that shows how to use East Empire pendants to amass infinite wealth. But happy 13th anniversary, and thanks for watching.